Secretary of State Hillary Clinton was at her best today, appearing before both Senate and House committees on foreign affairs. She showed acuity, eloquence, humanity, and charm. To the reasonable questions, she offered candor and humility. In place of a hardline defense of the State Department's handling of the Benghazi horror, she admitted to the limitations of protecting intrepid diplomats heading into dangerous terrain. In response to hostile questions, she came back with strength and a challenge of her own. Hillary, Hillary, Hillary. She never looked better. Venturing forth in unprotected waters today, she showed how not to be defensive, how not to sweat, also how to exhibit humanity and, yes, compassion, even when the witnesses are looking desperately, those people around her, to target her weaknesses. Again, it was a magnificent display of smarts, I think, guts definitely, and caring. She looked every bit like a person who could run for president, run well, win big, and serve confidently. What a day it has been for the progressive side of American politics. What a great week it has been, and it's only Wednesday. Let's hear what our guests think. Howard Fineman is with the Huffington Post. He's director of politics for them. And Joan Walsh is with Salon. Both are prized MSNBC analysts. I want to start with Joan, and I just want to get your thoughts. But first of all, let's show a clip of this, a magnificent day. Here's Secretary Clinton getting into some heated points today. This morning, by the way, she said that there was never an effort to mislead Americans about whether the Benghazi attack was spontaneous or planned ahead of time. And that set off a heated exchange with Senator Ron Johnson, Wisconsin, a leader of Senate right-wingers, actually. He's with the right-wing crowd in the Senate. He said the administration should have been in contact with survivors to get a better sense of what happened. Secretary Clinton pointed out there was an FBI investigation, and it's still going on. It will take some time. Let's take a look at what she said.
When you're in these positions, the last thing you want to do is interfere with any other process going on.
I realize that's a good excuse.
Number two, no, it's the fact. Number two, I would recommend highly you read both what the ARB said about it and the classified ARB, because even today there are questions being raised. Now, we have no doubt they were terrorists, they were militants, they attacked us, they killed our people. But what was going on and why they were doing what they were doing?
No. Again, we were misled that there were supposedly protests and then something sprang out of that, an assault sprang out of that. And that was easily ascertained that was not the fact. And the American people could have known that within days, and they didn't know that.
With all due respect, the fact is we had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make? It is our job to figure out what happened and do everything we can to prevent it from ever happening again, Senator.
Joan, that was kind of a pissant performance by that guy from Wisconsin. I don't know how these guys get over the wall into American politics. I think they won in a very low turnout elections in Wisconsin. I think everybody should run now in national elections, forced to vote, go into elections where there's a lot of voters, so you don't get this weird warped sense of people coming who supposedly represent the American electorate. That guy doesn't represent anybody.